What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan. I'm BManX45, and we're coming at you with another video. We have a battle report update for our latest tournament we were in. It was the Unsung Events Ultimate Cup, the last Ultimate Cup of the 2025 year, and a very, very small tournament. Only about 80 to 90 people showed up, about 85 people, I think it was, somewhere in the, and I think a few of them dropped too. So it wasn't a very big event. Pricing for the Ultimate Cup is kind of meh. I think a lot of people were wanting to go to their Evo Cups at their locals, so it wasn't a very big event. We got 60th place, which isn't really that great when you consider that many people. But because the way that they were supposed to do it was 4 64-person pods, which they didn't do. They just threw us all into one big group. Prizing means top 64 gets you an Arrestor Dramon. So we did get our second Arrestor Dramon. First, yeah, because we didn't win one from the other one. But it is our final one because we traded with some friends for the last ones. So we did get our last Arrestor Dramon, our last Gum Dramon. So that was really great. We had a really abysmal record of 1 win, 2 ties, and 2 losses. So we're going to go through it like always. Even if we don't do well, we're going to share with you the deck we played, which was the yellow-purple Mastimon DNA. We had a lot of fun with it. Wish we could have practiced a little bit more, but definitely do like the deck. But we're going to look into the deck, what we might change about it in the future, and then as well go through the matchups and just kind of tell you how everything went. But hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts, and subscribe to that channel so you don't miss one single minute of the fun. All right, well, starting off here, we have our deck. Of course, down here, our Digi Eggs. We're playing the Tokomon egg, which gets you a draw. I don't know necessarily if that's the one. Maybe we play Nieromon in the future, just because you do trash from your security a lot more, and memory gain is always nice. And Salamon is really clutch. This Salamon's really clutch, but being able to actually put it in the back is even more clutch. So I think like that would be better, because you can't actually Digivolve this in the back, which is the only bad thing. Patamons, I'd play 4. It's just such a good card. If you can use it for memory gain, you can use it to go to a level 4 for free. Especially if it's one of these 3, it's really, really good. I mean, even this one for free is good because just having it on the board is good. So, I mean, regardless of what you go into, it's good. The Pillowmon, I'm not sure about Pillowmon because I always felt like whenever I put a Pillowmon on board, if I just didn't have enough support on the board to basically lock my opponent out and go for game the next turn. So I always feel like and you can't bring Pillowmon up on your turn. It's really bad in the back. So I'm not sure if I would just play like more consistency cards instead of playing Pillowmon. It didn't really feel like it was that great. Or I could play a different Floodgate. I could play Cutemon or one of the other ones. Getting into level 4s, gotta play 4 of this. It's so good just being able to reduce that Digivolution cost and the end of turn DNA. Problem is it puts your Mirais on the bottom of the deck, so you really gotta be careful. I feel like potentially I would rather have maybe a 3rd copy of this and maybe just 1 copy of this Gatomon. It's kind of cool with its barrier and it's being trashed from security if you can set that up properly, but it just doesn't do enough for you. I feel like this is you want to see this early game because you want to get to your Mirais. So I could see myself dropping 1 Gato for a 3rd copy of this. Repa, really, really good. I would keep 2 Repa. I mean, it's got DP reduction when attacking inheritable. It's got DP reduction that actually helps you get bodies off the thing and hard play it for 5, and it's a holy beast, so it sets off all your Mirais abilities. So that's really, really good. I would keep 2 at all times. As for your level 5s, definitely like 3 and 3 of the new Lady Devi and Angelwoman. 2 of this is alright too. I'm not sure. You play Mirai so fast that like I'm not like this is more there for a 5th alliance or 4th alliance target, which you could always just play for a 4th copy of this. And it has the recovery, which is really, really good. So I'm not sure about this one yet. I could see just playing 4 of that. More CS cards, the better. Not 100% sure about this one either. It never really came up. And, you know, it's not the one you want. If you can go into it via Digivolution, it's all right, but it's not necessarily what you want. This Lady Debbie is pretty good too, except for it's on Digivolving on play when Digivolving to pop something level 4 or lower. Has to pop something so it can actually set off effects. So you gotta be very careful. But it's just another good card because you can play it for 4. And Scapegoat's kind of nice too. It's all right. It's all right. And then of course you have the old Lady Debbie from BT11. I do like this. It's really good at adding pieces back to your hand. Although you got to have a way to Digivolve into it. So you kind of want to have 1 in the trash, 1 in your hand. That way you get the best of both worlds depending on what you're doing. I wouldn't change up the lineup of Mastimons. I think 3 of each is perfect. It'd be cool to play a second ace, especially if you bottom deck the ace. But I could see myself potentially dropping an Ordinemon for a second ace. Just because Ordinemon just doesn't feel that good. I went into Venusmon. Venusmon's clutch. I didn't get a chance to go into Shine Greymon. It was usually in the trash, but I still think it's an amazing card. And if you have the perfect moment to go into it, it's worthwhile. But definitely the Ordinemon just was like, man, that's not that great. For the Mirais, I don't think I would change anything. You need to see this card. You need to see the EX6 card. This is your best way to do it, is by playing this, pitching something, and drawing into your other tamers. So you got to play 4 of this. I feel like that is important to just play a lot of these to help you play these really fast. And then, of course, lastly, Blinding Ray and Amber Memory Boost, just more consistency cards, gain memory, search stuff. And then Blinding Ray, which was actually pretty good as well. I had a couple times where it came up where it was good. So yeah, it's a freebie, and especially if it's late game and you don't have security, you just get 2 memory. So that's all right. So yeah, very good deck. Lots of toolboxy stuff with the security stack and with the trash, which is always really, really great. Like I said, a few minor changes here and there, potentially to suit kind of what I'm looking for in a playstyle a little bit better. But we'll get up into the matchups. So round 1, my only win of the day, my opponent had to go, but he wanted his participation. So that was a freebie. So we didn't even play. That was my only win. There you go. It makes me feel even better. It's okay, I got a Restordramon. Because sometimes you win just because nobody shows up. But going into round 2, I got 2-0'd by Royal Knights. I got wrecked hard, and I bricked pretty good game 1. But yeah, it's a hard matchup. And if you give them any sort of memory, they can Omnimon rush you. So it's a hard matchup. It really is. And then round 3, I tied to Jesmon Gankumon in time on game 3. So we got, we each won 1. And then game 3, unfortunately, we couldn't get through. By the time we got through game 2, that was most of our time. And we just started game 3. So just did not have enough time. Not sure how that game was going to go. I mean, they might have won. I still had a pretty good fight I could have put up. Round 4, I tied again to Jesmon and Gankumon. This time it was in game 1. We didn't even get through game 1. And the player was nice enough. Slow played a bit, which is kind of weird for a Jesmon player. But it is what it is. And so, yeah, we only made it through game 1, unfortunately. Sorry, we didn't even make it through game 1. We just tied at the end of game 1. And I was in a bit of a hard spot too, but I was maintaining a really good fight against him, so that was all right. Yeah, so we tied because nobody even won anything. And then, of course, round 5, last round, because it was a short tournament, was Sakuyamon, and I got 2-0'd. I bricked pretty hard both games, and just showing off all the new Sakuyamon support, the starter deck, and just rashing me a little bit. So that was the 5 rounds of the tournament. Still really love the deck. Think it's really great. I probably should have played Hoodiemon, but I think I just have a better grasp on this, and just DNA Digital decks in particular are kind of something that are really kind of my bag of tricks. I really like them. I really like to play them, and I have a lot of fun with them. So, I mean, that's why I kind of thought I'd go with that instead of just like, oh, I'm going to play Hoodiemon. It's the best deck. Probably would have done better playing Hoodiemon just with these matchups, for instance. Although, of course, if I would have won the second match, that could have completely changed up my matches as well. So let me know your guys' thoughts about this. What do you guys think about this deck? Do you think you'd make some of the same changes? Do you think this is a good enough deck to compete in the meta? And we'll continue to bring you these battle report updates as we get some tournaments that we can apply for. So hopefully, like 2026, we don't have to go. We're probably going to have to go till at least March. But hopefully March, April, we will see an online tournament. And we can be back here giving you our battle report as always. But it looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day. And that is all for now, folks.